Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most life-changing financial books of all time, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Whether you're working 9 to 5, hustling side gigs, or dreaming of financial freedom, this book has insights that can literally transform your relationship with money. Stick around as we break down the core concepts and give you actionable steps you can start today. So let's go. So here's the foundation of the entire book. Kiyosaki had two dads. His biological dad, the poor dad, was highly educated, worked for a paycheck, and followed traditional financial advice. His best friend's dad, the rich dad, was a self-made entrepreneur who built wealth through assets and smart money moves. The central insight. It's not about how much money you make. It's about what you do with what you make. Rich Dad taught him that the wealthy think differently about money, and that's what we are exploring today. Takeaway number 1: assets vs liabilities. This is the number one money mindset shift in the book. Rich Dad's definition is simple: an asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Here's the problem. Most people think their house is an asset. Wrong. If you're paying a mortgage, property taxes, and maintenance, it's a liability. A real asset is a rental property that generates income greater than your expenses, stocks that pay dividends, a business, side income streams. The wealthy focus on buying assets. Everyone else focuses on buying liabilities that they think will make them rich. Takeaway number 2: the power of financial literacy. Here is something most schools never teach: financial literacy. You learn algebra and chemistry, but nobody teaches you about taxes, investments, or how money actually works. Rich Dad's philosophy: money is just a tool. If you don't understand the tool, you are at a disadvantage. Kiyosaki talks about the rat race, where people work their entire lives but never build wealth because they don't understand how to make money work for them. The wealthy educate themselves about how taxes work and how to minimize them legally. Real estate investing, stock markets and investment vehicles, business principles, accounting and financial statements. This isn't luck. It's education and a strategy. Takeaway number 3: the importance of passive income. Active income is what you get paid for your time, a salary, hourly wage, or selling your services. Passive income, that's money coming in whether you're working or sleeping. The shift from active to passive is the key to financial freedom. Rich Dad didn't work more hours to get richer. He built systems and investments that generated income 24/7. Think about it. If you're trading hours of dollars, you are capped by the hours in a day. But if you have multiple passive income streams, rental properties, dividend stocks, a business that runs without you, your income becomes unlimited. Takeaway number 4: think like an entrepreneur, not an employee. Even if you never start a business, thinking entrepreneurially changes everything. Employees think, how much will I be paid? Entrepreneurs think, how much value can I create? Entrepreneurs think about expenses differently. They look for tax deductions. They invest in education that increases their earning potentials. They see problems as opportunities. Kiyosaki spent years getting into this mentality before he became successful. It's not arrogance, it's a framework for solving financial problems differently. Daily practices to build wealth. Alright, here is what you came for. How do you actually apply this? Here are 5 daily practices based on Rich Dad Poor Dad principles. Track your cash flow every single day or at least weekly. Know where your money is going. Create 2 columns, income and expenses. Under expenses, mark them as either assets or liabilities. This simple act creates awareness. Most people have no idea where their money goes. When you track it, you start making better decisions. So spend 10 minutes tonight writing down everything you spent this week. Categorize it and you'll be shocked. Practice number 2. Learn one financial concept daily. Commit to 15 to 30 minutes a day learning about money. Read one article about investing. Watch a YouTube video on real estate. Listen to a podcast about entrepreneurship. Rich Dad emphasizes that financial education compounds over time. In a year, you'll have observed so much knowledge that your decision will be completely different. Follow on financial educator on social media. Turn on notification. Start consuming content daily. Practice number 3. Identify your liabilities and make a plan to convert them. Look at your biggest expenses, your car payment, your house, your subscriptions. Now, here's the tough question. Are these serving you or working against you? For example, if you're driving a luxury car on loan, that's a liability, bleeding money every month. Could you sell it and buy a reliable used car outright? Now we have freed up that monthly payment. So list your top 3 biggest monthly expenses. For each one, ask, is this an asset or liability? Plan 1. Change this month. Practice number 4. Start building an asset. You don't need to be rich to start. Rich Dad's first investment was small. You could start a side hustle that generates extra income. Invest in dividends, paying stocks, even small amounts. Buy a rental property with creative financing. Create digital content that generates passive income. Start a small business. The point isn't to go all in overnight. It's to start even with $50 a month. Invested compounds over decades. This week, research one asset you could realistically build. Don't overthink, just pick one and start small. Practice number 5. Spend 30 minutes planning your financial future weekly. Every Sunday, spend 30 minutes reviewing. How much did I earn this week? How much did I spend? Was it on assets or liabilities? Did I learn anything new about money? What's one financial goal I can move towards this week? This isn't depressing, this is empowering. You're taking control of your financial destiny. Schedule this on your calendar right now. Make it non-negotiable, like a meeting with your most important client yourself. The mindset shift. Here's what ties all of this together. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is ultimately about changing how we think about money and opportunities. Poor Dad saw a problem and thought, that's not my responsibility. Rich Dad saw a problem and thought, how can I profit from solving this? Poor Dad worked for money. Rich Dad made money working for him. This isn't about get rich quick thinking. It's about building systems, educating yourself, and making deliberate choices over decades. It's about seeing yourself as the CEO of your own life, not just an employee. Look, you can't change your financial situation overnight, but starting today with the daily practices we talked about, you can start thinking differently. Your challenge this week, pick one practice from this video and do it.